Guys, I wanted to give an update. So I went on Wednesday. Wednesday, yesterday, to the high risk doctor, and I told you guys I'd give you an update exactly what's going on. I was supposed to have a high risk consultation, and then have the neurotranslucent ultrasound to see if the baby had Down syndrome and spina bifida or whatever. Well, I was nervous from the get-go because I kept telling you guys that I'm pretty sure I'm further along than what they keep saying. And the cutoff for that test is 13 weeks and 6 days. And so they went to go do the ultrasound, and first they decided to do just like a normal checkup ultrasound, and so they started looking at everything, and she's like, "You're measuring 14 weeks and 5 days." So I've measured uh, eight 8 or 9 days ahead. So to me, that sounds about right, because I was thinking I was like a week and a half or to 2 weeks ahead, and that's what I was thinking in my mind. So that seems more right to me. And so they changed my due date from February 9th to February 1st. Well, they haven't completely changed it yet. They have to get my regular OBGYN's approval, but he will. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. So I couldn't get the test. I'm going to rewind a little bit back to where I had a bleed last, or 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. And I went to the emergency room. I think I told you guys in the last video. And the emergency room didn't know where the bleeding was coming from, and it was bright red blood. And I've been spotting brown blood ever since, and still am. And last Thursday, a week from today, I couldn't get into a regular doctor because they were busy, so I had to go see a midwife. And the midwife said that I had the friable cervix. And so we went over everything at the high risk doctor, and I don't have the friable cervix, but they found that I have the subchronic hemorrhage right at my placenta, and I guess that's where they're at. Is it right there where the placenta is? But it's not that big. It's only 3 centimeters. It's very small. I guess there's a lot of women that has a lot bigger ones, and they still have a normal and healthy pregnancy. They think that it will resolve on its own. It'll go away on its own. So as long as I'm bleeding, it's a good sign that it's shrinking and it's going away. They think that it was a lot bigger, and when I had that, like the red blood, and thinking I had a miscarriage, they think that it popped, and because it's like a bubble full of blood, and they think like it popped then, and it's like slowly like leaking or getting smaller. So it's been, close to 2 weeks. Well, it's a little TMI, but I woke up this morning and it was a little bit more than spotting, but it was still brown, which they said the brown is what you want to see. So I had to, it was a lot where I had to put a pad on. I haven't put a pad on for a few days. Actually went through 2 pads today, but it was all brown, and I think that, and now it's like almost gone. So I don't know, we're hoping and praying that that was it, that was like the rest of it coming out, and if not, then it has to be almost gone by now, like with that much that has come out. So I go supposed to go back every 2 weeks until it's gone. So I go back again on the 23rd to do another ultrasound, check on the baby, make sure everything's okay with the baby, and then check on the um, hemorrhage as well, or the whatever it's called, the subchronic. You can call it subchronic hemorrhage, or what's the other one? Hematoma. So it's the same. It's like same thing, but they're going to check on that to see if it goes away. Once it goes away, I don't have to go back. They did check the baby. They checked everything: the brain, the heart, the stomach, the bladder. They was even able to see some of the intestines. We could see the ribs and everything. It was really cool. So we was able to do that. The baby wasn't as active as it has been, so it kind of scared me a little bit. But I know it's normal. It's getting bigger. It's running out of space. Like when you look at the ultrasound, it literally like the sac is like the same, almost the same size as the baby. So it's like really running out of space. The last ultrasound we had, it had a lot more space to move around, so and like float around and stuff. And now it's definitely getting bigger. So I'm thinking that's why it's kind of slowing down a little bit. See, I'm messing with this thing again. Do it every time. Thing to help pull my phone. So we went over all that. Everything's good with the baby. They did try to look between the legs. You couldn't really see anything yet. They don't have. I'm sorry. I'm trying to position. I'm getting very uncomfortable, so I have to position myself differently now. And part of it is from the bleeding that I've had. They said that with having any kind of blood in your uterus will cause cramping and like aches and pains, and like just makes me more uncomfortable than normal. So I think it's getting better though, but I'm not quite sure. Every time I think it's better, it's not. So we'll see how it goes. Sometimes they can grow. They can shrink and then grow again. So we're really praying it goes away. It is. I am continuing bleeding. The last I checked a little bit ago, it was a lot lighter. So hopefully, it's getting almost gone. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the next couple of days brings. Let's see what else. So I'm just trying to take it easy right now, and haven't really felt the greatest. I think it's just my sinuses and allergies messing with me with this weather. It's kind of getting to me. Let's see what else. I'm trying to go over. I'm having more, like if I stand up or do things for long periods of time, I will start having the cramping and like a little bit discomfort. And they said it's due to the bleeding and the hemorrhage. So they told me to try to relax. I am on pelvic rest. But once it goes away, I'll have a normal pregnancy. As long as there's no more other complications or anything comes up, it will be like a normal pregnancy. So I can't wait for that, because right now I've been a nervous wreck. Honestly, I've cried. I've just been so nervous because, just because of the risk that can happen with a subchronic hemorrhage, which I know mine is super small, so the doctor's not worried about it at all. She says not concerning. But like there's people with like 15 centimeters or more, and it can cause the placenta to detach, cause you to have early labor, cause the baby to die, cause your water to burst, and cause you if I happened to me now, I would miscarry. But it can happen anytime during pregnancy, and you either have like preterm birth or lose the baby. And it can also cause complications with the mom as well. So that's all that kept going through my head at first. Yesterday, I was a nervous wreck all day. And yeah, so I've been trying just to relax and not think about it. I'm better now, just knowing that I do have a small one and I am continue bleeding. So the more I bleed, the better, of chances that it's going away and getting smaller. I feel like there's something else I was forgetting. So we did get better pictures of the baby, and you can see the facial features and everything. The ultrasound at the high-risk doctor, you would think would be better than like my regular OB's office, but their ultrasound machine at the high-risk doctor is more like blurry and not as clear as my OB one is. The one at my OB is so much more clear. So I thought that was a little weird. But I don't know. So the plans, that's it. The plans is, since I'll be 15 weeks tomorrow, I go every 2 weeks to check on the hemorrhage to see if it goes away. I go on the 23rd. They're going to check on the baby and everything, and if they can't find the genitals on the baby, the next 2 ultrasounds, then on the September 20th will be the date that I go for the ultrasound to see what the baby is, if it's a girl or boy. I was hoping that it'd be sooner than that, because I'd be like over 20 weeks then, I think. So hopefully we'll see what the baby is before then, so I can do a gender reveal. We want to get it done as soon as possible, because my mom is doing a personal baby shower, and she wants to like get the invitations out like the 1st of October, like the first week or whatever of October. So she's super excited about it. So she wants to get those out right away. We're going to have that baby shower in November, the middle of November. But yeah, so she wants to know what the baby is before we start doing the invitations. And I said, of course, we'll find out by September 20th, but I don't know. We'll see if we can find it sooner, because we still got to plan a reveal party. So we got to figure that out. Of course, I'll try to at least take pictures so you guys can see some of the reveal party and stuff. Or something. I don't know. I'll do something so you guys know what I'm having. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Just kind of wanted to explain that I'm actually further along like I thought. They say moms knows best. And another thing, that, like, I don't know, I think I brought it up last video I had on here. I've known ever since I've been pregnant where the baby's located in my belly. And a lot of women, it's like, well, I can't feel the baby. I don't know where the baby is. I've never heard of that before. Even my mom and some other people have no idea. And yeah, I don't know why. They say that because my placenta's located in the back, I could feel movements and everything sooner. But I can literally feel where the uterus is and where the baby is this whole time, this whole pregnancy, as it's moved up out of my pelvic area. And every time I went to do an ultrasound or check with a Doppler for the heartbeat and stuff, the baby's been higher than what they kept saying. Like, it shouldn't be this high, it shouldn't be this high. And I'm like, well, it is, and that's because I'm further along this whole time. Now it's like right at my belly button, maybe a little bit above, or right in that area. So it is high. So that was another thing. It's definitely moved up since the day that I had the bleeding. It was below my belly button, and now it's moving up above my belly button. So it's definitely getting higher. And you can tell the baby's definitely getting bigger in the ultrasound. So it's really exciting. The baby's heartbeat was 159. I think the last time we had checked, well, the midwife checked it last week, and she said it was in the 160s. And then before that it was 169. And now, oh, no, it's not 159. It was 154. But they said it's normal for it to fluctuate, to go up and down different days. So I'm not trying to be too worried about it. It's still healthy heartbeat. But of course, I'm nervous about everything because of my history. So, but I feel, now tomorrow I'll be 15 weeks. So I feel like it's a milestone. And my next milestone, I feel like it's going to be 20 weeks. So I don't know. It feels good to be that far along. It almost don't even feel real. But it's very exciting for us. Please continue to pray for us in our journey. If you have any questions or anything, leave it in the comments below. And please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see all about my pregnancy journey. And during these videos that I've done, it's been about infertility and weight loss, and now pregnancy, and it will be on weight loss again after the pregnancy. So if you are going through weight loss or interested in that, please stick with these videos and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to go back on the same plan I was before, where I lost 70 pounds. So please stick to these videos and go along with the journey with me, and see you guys next time. See ya.